Section 8.4, Solving Multi-Step Inequalities, Part 2. This is for Section B of your notes.
Test practice. When are you going to see types of questions like this on MCAS, SATs, ACTs, pre-SATs? So these are the types of questions that they ask. So they say, which graph represents the solution of? And they give you this multi-step inequality and 4 solutions. And it's your job to figure out which one is the correct answer. Now there's many ways of answering this problem. I'm just going to go through the process of isolating the variable and then getting a solution and seeing which graph it matches. So I'm going to write out my multi-step inequality and I'm going to go through the solving process. So I'm distributing a -7. So since I'm multiplying by a -7, I just distribute that. Do I reverse the direction of the sign? No, because I'm not multiplying -7 on both sides of the inequality. I'm only doing it on one, so it doesn't affect the sign. So I get -7x minus 21 is less than or equal to 28. Since I didn't multiply the 28 by anything, the sign doesn't change. It's only when you affect both sides by the same negative number. So again, my distributive property has caused me to have a 2-step inequality left. So I'm going to add or subtract the constant term. So in this case, I'm going to add 21 to both sides. And I get -7x is less than or equal to 49. Now I'm going to look and say my coefficient is -7. It's being multiplied. Inverse operation would be to divide. So I'm going to divide by -7. And this is where the big thing comes in. I divided both sides in this case by a -7 at the same time. So that means I need to reverse the direction of that sign. So it turns out that x is greater than or equal to, remember, since I divided, I reversed the direction of the sign. 49 divided by -7 is -7. So now since I have my variable isolated, I have to check to see which graph would it match. Well, the boundary point is -7. So if I look real quick, this says negatives, this says 7. So that means C is out. The boundary point's not even at -7. This one, boundary point's at -7. D, it's a +7. D is out. So I'm left with 2, my 50-50. So I have a 50-50 chance here. -7, all shaded is less. -7, all shaded is above. And both of them are closed circles. And I can see that that's not going to separate which one I answer because they're both closed circles. I just have to read this correctly. X is greater than -7. I need the numbers that are greater than -7. So hopefully you can see the numbers that are greater than -7 is B. So A is out. B is the correct answer for this. You could have also chosen a different strategy where you would choose a number in the shaded region. Let's say we pick -10. You will plug it in for X. Simplify your inequality. If it comes out true, then that should be the correct answer. If it comes out false, then you have to go to B and choose another one. So there's many ways that you can solve a standardized test practice. I just showed you one of those, the practice of solving an inequality correctly and matching up the graph with the correct solution. So now let's move on to Part C.